Alrighty. We ready?
I think we're ready. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, guys.
How are you doing today?
We're back. I always feel like it's so crazy that we always come back.
I think it's so cool.
It's not crazy, but it's like, we're doing this.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I'm like, we're back again. Here we are.
Yeah, we love coming here and doing this and making time for this and for you guys. And yeah, today we're about to talk about some things. Before we get into it, let's just start off the bat. My name is Janni.
And I'm Rach.
And this is
a Young MILF podcast.
Yes.
And Romeo.
Oh, you're right.
Romy, we didn't forget you.
How are you? Good.
He made it a point to be like, I'm here right now.
Yes. He was very excited to be here today. He hasn't been here in so long when we recorded.
I know. Callie hasn't been here either, but Callie's a whole different story. Romy is chilling. He's sitting here watching his show. He's
playing some games.
He's multitasking.
He has
he's
pizza.
He's chilling. Callie
would have been up here. Ammo. Like, girl. That happened how long ago?
This girl. No, she still quotes it. So they say, she'll go, "You're going to jail.
You need to leave." She does that all the time. Every time I come here.
Because she watches, I let her watch our clips on TikTok all the time. She just scrolls and she watches them, like, specifically the ones where she's in it, because that's her favorite, obviously. And she quotes the ammo and, like, the other one. It's so funny. Because you know you would do that again if you got the chance to be on here.
She's waiting for it.
She's preparing. She's preparing for the day. She's with her dad right now. Thank God.
And Romeo's here.
Yeah, Romeo's being such a good little, I almost said visitor. A visitor? Hello? Little guest, special guest.
Little audience. Well, he'll probably come in here later. He's very different from the last time you guys saw him, honestly.
Is he farting?
Hello?
I smell something.
Sir? He has been farting.
God, I'm scared.
He's been farting nasty. Wait, I wanted to do this in the beginning of all of our episodes now because we wait till the end. If you are not subscribed, if you don't follow us, if you don't have our notifications on, if you're not commenting, leaving reviews, please do that. I'm saying this in the beginning because not many people wait till the end, and I understand because our shit is kind of long, but whatever.
You're right.
If you're not, hello, hey,
sir,
don't do that.
Don't do it.
I'm trying to call the compensation on my phone.
Yeah, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, wherever you're listening or watching from, whatever. Just, it'd be nice.
It'd be nice.
If you could do that and leave a comment, that'd be nice too. Even though we haven't even started. Just say, hey, I'm here.
Right.
What's up?
Yeah.
I'm a bad bit. You feel me?
I'm also a MILF.
Yeah.
I'm here with you.
MILFs unite.
MILFs unite.
We gotta be there for each other.
Always. Always and forever.
Yeah. But I want to drink this so bad. So
I know. I'm so thirsty, actually. I've been waiting this whole time.
Okay, so today I got the Olipop Classic Grape.
And I have the strawberry vanilla.
Yes. We're really trying to get this sponsorship, y'all.
Olipop, if you see this, please.
Please, we're just moms, okay? Trying to get out the hood.
And you would be our first sponsorship ever.
Right.
You know how special that is?
Right.
Like, supporting MILFs in the hood? Like, please.
Trying to get out the trenches. Please. We're just doing our best.
We're just trying our best here.
Right.
So with that.
I was like, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
I'd actually never had the grape one.
I've never had this one.
Okay. Yeah.
You want to crack it open?
Sure.
All right. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that was not.
Oh.
I feel like that was bad.
Bubbles. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
Don't forget me.
Oh.
You want a cheers?
Yeah.
This is really good.
This one's good too.
What the? Okay. That's fine.
Sure. Oh, okay.
Come stand up. Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
You want cheers, Rachel?
Cheers.
Thank you. He just wants to be involved.
I know. Little baby.
Little man. Wow, this is so good.
This is actually really good. I'm surprised.
What happened, Butt?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm just trying my best.
Perfect.
As we all are.
Yes. Right. Preach, Rome. Oh my goodness. Today we're going to be talking about a little controversy going on over social media right now, especially in the mom world, the mom side of TikTok specifically. I feel like we never talk about like celebrity drama. Like, what are we doing?
No, I know. But it's like
it's relevant.
It's
really
relevant,
and it's honestly something that should be talked about, truly.
Yeah.
So if you guys are familiar, there is a podcast called Call Her Daddy, and I'm not sure what's the girl's name who runs it. I literally don't know.
I don't know her name.
I don't know either. I'm like,
should we
sorry.
look it up?
Right, maybe we should. Hold on, give me a second. Alex Cooper.
That's her name.
I feel like I knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like I was saying, if you guys are familiar with the podcast Call Her Daddy, who's hosted by Alex Cooper, she interviews a lot of celebrities, a lot of people all the time. They get pretty deep on there. I feel like it's like very real and raw, just how like we are. So recently she had an interview with Chappell Roan. So Chappell was talking about her friends and how a lot of them are married with kids, and she brought up that a lot of her friends who have kids are in hell. And that sparked a lot of talk amongst the TikTok world and a lot of controversy. A lot of people bashing her for saying that. A lot of people coming at her. A lot of moms I've seen even use that specific clip of the podcast.
Yeah, like the soundbite.
Yeah, the soundbite of that part. And from what I've seen, it would be like a picture of like them saying like me before I was a mom, and then me, you know, being a mom, or me as a mom. And just a lot of moms are talking about how, I don't know, I guess it just really hit deep to hear somebody who's not a mother say that about having kids, who maybe are truly happy, who maybe are like really, they feel deep about being a mother, and like, but then there's like a whole other side to it where people are saying that this was just as like a general statement, and it was just her opinion, and it was just her saying that that's kind of how she feels that they feel, like maybe from like the outside perspective. I don't know, like if we're gonna like say our personal opinions on it, for me, when I first saw it, I was like, ouch. Honestly, that was like my initial reaction to that. I was like, damn, like, do you like hate kids? Like, what, like, do you like hate mothers? Like, what was that? And I don't know, as I read more into the comments and stuff, I could see how if it was just a general statement, like, okay, maybe she's just kind of like overreacting a bit about it, or just like making it more than it really is, but it felt like a bash to mothers. It did. And that's just how I feel.
Yeah. I'm like, can we play the clip?
Oh, yeah.
Let's play it.
All of my friends who have kids are in hell. I don't know anyone. I actually don't know anyone who's like happy and has children at this age. I have like a 1-year-old, like 3-year-old, 4 and under, 5 and under. I literally have not met anyone who's happy, anyone who has like light in their eyes, anyone who has slept.
These are not looking too good.
I'm like, why did my parents do that? I'm the oldest of 4. My mom had me at 23.
Wait, when you're saying that about your friends though, like, do they think this is all wild, that like how famous you are and like all of it, when they see articles about you? Are they like calling you up and be like, Kaylee, what the fuck? Or are they just like, this is your life, bitch, like text us when you want to come over?
I think they're just like, they're mothers, like they're fucking busy and they have jobs and lives. Like I am just their friend, you know what I mean? Like they are so sweet and so supportive and come out to shows, and like they have to get fucking babysitters to come to my shows.
The more she talked, I was like, oof, like, ugh.
Yeah.
That's just what I was feeling.
I think for me, I think everyone has a right to their own opinion.
Yeah.
And to me, I almost took the opposite type of, like, I guess, view of it, where I'm like, this isn't offensive to me at all because I know I'm not in hell. And I know where I stand in motherhood. And I know I have my, you know, the things that I go through as a mother, as all mothers do. But I'm also like, this is, again, someone who doesn't have a kid, doesn't know what it's like to have a kid, doesn't know what it's like to really love their own child and love motherhood and, you know, love that growth and everything that you have to develop through, and the stuff that you go through internally and, like, mentally and physically as a mother, and how that shapes you and how beautiful the whole thing actually is in the bigger picture. So to me, I almost didn't take any offense to it at all, because I was like, girl, you actually don't know. And she said something about, like, well, talking to her friends about it. Well, yeah, because they're her friends. You know, as a friend, you confide in your friend. You tell them all the shit that's going wrong and all the things you can't tell everybody else.
Right.
So, yeah, to her, it might seem like it's hell, because it's like, they're coming to her like, oh my God, I have to deal with this and this happened
Right.
today and this keeps happening and I'm just so overwhelmed and I'm so like everything that's going on. But it's like, that's your friend. You
Yeah.
tell them all this shit.
Right. I actually, bringing that up, I saw people in the comments mentioning that and how they were like, imagine you go and tell your friend about the struggles that you're facing within motherhood and how maybe you have postpartum depression or postpartum anxiety or something along those lines. You come to your friend to confide in them and then they go on a talk show and say how you're in hell.
Yeah.
I understand it's like, that's like a whole point of view thing. Like, that's just how she could put it.
Mm-hmm.
But what if they're like, why would you say that?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm coming to you as a friend to talk about what I'm struggling with. Like, hoping that I could trust you in this. And then you go and tell everybody that I'm in hell.
Yeah.
That's another point of it, too, that I saw.
I think to her, the thought of all that stuff probably seems
hell.
like hell.
Yeah. Yeah. And I definitely understand that point, too. Like, yeah, I felt it as a bash to mothers and motherhood and to children, but I saw the other side where it's like I said, she has her opinion and maybe she's just kind of like over exaggerating. Mm-hmm. I think that's what it is. And that just could be like a personality trait of hers. Like, I don't know her personally. Like, I don't know how, maybe she just is an over exaggerated person that like just this is just how she describes things.
Yeah.
Maybe. And I definitely understand how it could be to her. Mm-hmm. What sounds like hell. Understandable. I get it.
In a way, I can kind of relate, not in the way of like how I think of mothers, but I think of myself prior to a child and how I didn't want a kid.
Yeah.
And that's just being really truthful with y'all. Like, I didn't want to have children. I thought that was probably the worst thing that I could ever do for myself is have a child. And now, like, Romeo is my best friend. You know what I mean? Like, hi, buddy. Hi. He always tells me we're best friends. Like, he understands it. Gang, gang. Yeah. Yeah. He gets it. Like,
He does.
He's literally like, I don't want to cry, bro. I feel like I'm gonna cry, but like, he really is my best friend. Like, I'm actually so fortunate to have had a child young, because that's what she talks about too, is that I couldn't imagine being this age and being a mother.
Yeah.
And it's like, I got pregnant at 21 and I had Romeo at 22 and, you know, I didn't live out my 20s and everything like that, but like, to me, I didn't really miss out on anything.
Right.
Mostly because I was also drinking and doing all that dumb shit when I was 17. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, we've been there, done that. We got it over with already.
I'm so
It's
over
fine.
it. Like, we're here drinking Ollipops, bitch. Like,
What happened to us?
like, we're just getting older. And,
Yeah.
you know, I think having a child just keeps you in that, I don't know, it's like a space of just, like, still having that youthfulness and still having so much light. And that's what she talks about, too, that you don't have any light in your eyes. Bitch, please hang out with us. And then tell me that we won't change your mind.
We're so fun.
No,
First of all,
we're so fun.
We have so much fun with the kids. And can I say, I have not been this, like, nostalgic about my childhood in years. When I tell you how excited I get for, like, holidays now, because I think back to how I celebrated them as a child, and I want to do that again with Callie. Shit, I want to go see Santa too, bitch. I'm serious. Like, I want to go, like,
Give me a basket, I'm getting the eggs.
No, Easter's coming up. Like, I'm gonna be right in that Easter egg hunt, because this is what I look forward to as a kid, and I'm like, now I get to do it with my child, and she looks forward to it, and I'm like, I just get to express like my childhood through her.
Yeah.
And it makes me excited, and it makes me have fun, and you know, we're watching all of the old Disney princess movies, and I'm just like, I've all of a sudden fallen back into my 8-10-year-old self again, and it feels really good, and I cry sometimes. I literally do, because I'm like, God, how, like,
ugh.
like,
sorry, he farted, and he told me he farted, and it stinks.
I didn't even hear him say that.
He did while you were talking.
Oh, please, Romy. At least it's not the two of them together. I know. That would have been brutal.
Oh my God, it stinks.
I'm gonna open all the windows. It makes me really emotional, because I'm like, this much time has went by so fast. Like, I think back to my 10-year-old self, and now I'm going to be 27 this year. What do you mean 17 years just went by? But now that I have a daughter, I kind of get to relive that all over again. Sometimes I think about getting older, and it kind of scares me, especially when I look in the mirror sometimes, and I'm like, wait a minute, why does my face look like that? I don't...
Yeah.
And then we're, like, painting and, like, playing with with princesses and like dolls and like playing dress up, and I'm going to Build-A-Bear with her. I'm having a fun. I'm dressing the bear. I'm the one giving it a bath at Build-A-Bear. I'm so serious. I'm having a great time. She doesn't really understand what's going on, but I know the whole process by heart. Please, I will do that, like, no hesitation. And same with, like, taking her to the park. I'm like, I'm in there too. Like, I'm genuinely having fun because it just brings out my inner child, and I just love to see her. I do. So yeah, I mean, there's struggles in motherhood. Sure, we all know this as mothers. We all know it's really hard. We all know there's really bad days where we scream and we cry and we have attitudes, and it's just, you know, our kids just really giving it to us, and it's really hard to juggle. But we've talked about this before about like balance in motherhood. Like, there's going to be so many ups and downs. It's truly a roller coaster ride. And when you're able to get past the bad days and just soak up the good ones, it makes the biggest difference, because you're like, this is my baby, you know, like, you're like, it's the little things that reminds you, you know, like the little, like, I love you mommies, or like when they're being super sweet to you, when they're, you know, they're your best friends, truly. And not all the light is washed from our eyes. We're still here. Yeah. Like, yeah, we're mothers, but I'm not in hell. Right. Like, I'm not.
Right. There are people who choose to have multiple children because they love them so much. Like,
Literally.
I want more of these.
Literally.
Me personally, I don't. And like, and I also respect, and that's kind of something I wanted to mention too, is that I respect people's decisions to do whatever the fuck they want. If they want to have 10 kids, go ahead. That won't be me, but I'm not judging you for that shit. Right. You probably love that shit. I support you, honestly. And I commend you for, you know, being the motherly figure and loving motherhood. And I'm not saying that I don't, but I also know, like, what I'm capable of. And one kid for me is enough. And that's kind of something that I think I wish she would kind of express more in that situation, and in that time of, you know, obviously in the podcast you're speaking, it's happening right in front of you, and you kind of just say what you want to say.
Yeah,
and
it's like right on your mind.
And it's recorded, like, and then she might watch that back and be like, oh, maybe I should have, like, also said this, you know? Yeah. I'm not saying I'm trying to defend her, but I'm also not trying to, like, beat up on her, because, again, you're not a mom. And you don't know what it's like to give birth to literally the best person in your life, right? Your best friend, like your soulmate. Yeah. And so, you know, she does go on to say, like, oh, like, my friends, like, you know, they're still, like, supportive of me and all this stuff, and, like, she's still friends with them. That's the thing too. Like, she's still friends with these people who have kids. She knows they have a different life. She says they're busy. She says they have to go get a babysitter and everything.
To go out to her shows and everything. Like, I think she respects that part of it too, where it's like, okay, like, yeah, you're a mom, but, like, thank you for still being here for me. Okay.
From the outside point of view, motherhood is a lot. In it firsthand, it also is a lot. But, like, so is just living as a human fucking being. Yeah. Like, adding a kid into your life and having more children, it definitely does add, you know, more of whatever it is they bring into your life. And amplifies things in yourself. And it brings a lot of, like, the things that you need to work on out of you.
For sure.
So I think that's also something that she would actually have no idea about. And again, I'm not trying to, like, put any type of shade on her, bro. Right. But it's like, you don't know what it's like to be forced to literally tackle and, like, face the version of you that, like, you've kind of been avoiding your whole life. Yeah. And, like, solve the issues in yourself that you've had to face, but you've never done it yourself.
I even think it literally makes you break generational curses, cycles, like, that you are, like, it opens your eyes and you're like, I don't want to be that person who raised me, maybe. Like, I'm trying to be somebody else. And it, like, takes you through this phase of, like, I don't know, like, internal work. Mm-hmm. And it's, like, really hard to face sometimes. It is. And then you're like, okay, like, I think I need to do this, because I think it makes you want to be a better person for your child. Yeah. Like, it forces you to. Yeah. And therefore, so if you, like, it's like, if you want to be a better person for your child, you have to be a better person for yourself. Yeah. So. And
I really don't know any other experience that we go through as human beings that really does that, honestly. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking, like, I'm over here really trying to think.
I mean, it could be, like, a situational thing. Like, maybe you go through a relationship that really, really hurts you. Maybe you could go through something family-wise. Maybe it could be it doesn't really have to, I feel like it could be, like, some sort of interaction with somebody in your life that really makes you pull yourself all the way through and work on yourself. Like, motherhood definitely is it, though. Like,
yeah, it literally goes after, like, every point. You know, like,
yes.
when it comes to relationships and stuff like that, you kind of
Yes.
focus, you know, on, you know, like, your trust issues or, like, your ability, you know, like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, like, when you're a mom and your kid is kind of, like, impacting you in that way, it's, like, every part of your life is something that you need to work on, and you see that.
Right. Genuinely. Yeah. And I want to bring up the whole respect thing again, too, that you were saying, you know, respecting respecting people who do want to have more kids. I also want to say I respect people who don't want to have any kids. Mm-hmm. I respect that a lot, too. I understand. I feel like I respect both sides equal parts. Like, it's, from what I've seen on social media, I think people just really bully each other into trying to make them do things that they don't want to do. Mm-hmm. Like, I've come across posts where it's a girl bragging that she doesn't want to have kids. Yeah. Go off, bitch. Go ahead. Right. I love that for you.
Or like the rich auntie thing.
Yes,
like,
I fucking love that for you. But then it's people in the comments who are like, y'all out here really hating kids. Y'all out here really hating mothers. Like, no, I don't think that's it. I think they're just happy with the life that they chose. I think that's it. I think they're happy with the choice that they made. Why do you feel the need to make them want to do something they don't? And then it's like, then I see mothers on TikTok with 10 kids, and then there's people in the comments talking about something, oh, I could never. Oh, why would you ever bring that many people into the world? Why would you do this to yourself? Look at you now. You know, it's like, are any of y'all happy? Like, you're it seems like you're not happy with either side. Like, I don't understand. Like, it just, stop bullying people into making them want to do things that they don't want to do. Like, It doesn't make any sense. Like, let people live their life. Social media has just, I don't want to say has become, because it's always been like this. It's just that there's a lot of back talk, and you just have to ignore it. And, you know, I think, you know, with this whole thing about Chappell, it really sparked a lot of controversy within that world, within TikTok. And, you know, there's both sides in those comment sections going back to back. They're just going at it. And it's like, I can't sit here and say there's a right answer to it, because there's not. I respect both sides. I do. And like I said, it was hurtful as a mother, but also it's her point of view. Yeah. You know, it would be hurtful if somebody came to me and asked me why I had Callie. Why would I do that to myself? Yeah, that would hurt me. Like, or like, oh, like, you must be in hell. Yeah, that would hurt me. But if, like, somebody came to me and was like, oh, I don't think I'd ever have a kid. Like, for example, my cousin, Natalia, because she literally just texted me. Perfect timing. She told me from a long time ago that she plans on never having kids. Because she sees firsthand what I go through with Callie. I respect it. I do. She sees me struggle with her. She sees me fight with her. She sees me try to get her to calm down on her bad days and, like, try to get her to do things that I need her to do and, like, follow routines and whatever, you know, whatever we're doing. And she sees that I struggle and she doesn't want it. Yeah. And I'm like, that's perfectly fine.
That's okay.
Literally. It doesn't hurt me that she's like, I see what you go through and I don't want to do that. It doesn't hurt me that she says that, because that's just her point of view. I'm just like, that's your opinion. You're fine. I'm not bothered by it. Yeah. You know? So.
Yeah. Everyone's allowed to make their own decisions.
Literally. I think that's truthfully it. But I think all in all, I think people are kind of upset about how she came about the conversation. Yeah. I think her choice of words, I think it was, like we said, the over-exaggeration maybe. It could have just been worded differently, especially if she was talking about her close friends. Yeah. So,
like, honestly, and this is just me because I've seen her talk in other places, she's very, like, what is that? Romeo. Stop. She's very, like, her opinion is very loud.
That's what I'm saying.
It's very in your face. Yes. And so, but a part of me is like, honestly, she didn't have to say that shit at all. She did not have to say
it. Like, but it's like, I'm sitting back and imagining, like, I wonder if her friends were mad at the fact that she said it, or what if they're, like, the type of friends who are like, oh, I don't care that you said that. We don't know.
Or they're like, she said that to their faces. She said, like, that sounds like hell.
Right.
That sounds awful.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And, like, I mean, it depends on, like, the friend dynamic, right? Yeah. It could be, like, what if her friends are like, yeah, like, it kind of is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they could be that kind of people, or, like, what if they're, or they could be, like, why would you say that? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. And she's also talking about, like, young kids. So like that I kind of also understand in a way.
Yeah.
In the terms of like, you know, postpartum and like, you know, getting your pink back, or like how people talk about that, or like, you know, finding yourself again. Those first couple years are kind of bad. And that not in a horrible way, right?
Yeah.
You know, because you do kind of lose yourself. But something I do often is like I'll like comment on people's TikToks or in videos and stuff like that where they're like, I just don't know who I am and like what happened to me and all this stuff, and I see it and I feel for it. And I'm always like, just be patient. Just understand like this part, the sleepless nights, the crying in the bathroom, and like, you know, like we've all been there. We've all been there. Let's just be really honest. Now I'm past that point a little bit to where my son's 4 going on 5, and I'm like, I actually have a lot of fun with my kid.
Yeah.
And whenever I'm not with him, I started to have a lot of anxiety because I'm like, I want to be with my child.
Yeah.
Because he's great and I love him, and you know, obviously sometimes it's like annoying.
What do you want me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Aww.
I love you. Yes.
Oh.
Like, and you know,
Talking about me?
I am talking about you.
Are you talking all about me?
I am.
All about you, Romy.
all good things,
'Cause you're great.
right?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's fine.
Yep. You're so fine.
He said, I'm doing okay.
Yes. Like, but I remember what it was like, you know, in that first 2-3 years, honestly, like, and comparing it to now, I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm so happy I'm out of that place, because it, to me, like, I was having a really hard time. Like, you guys have seen me, like, I co-parent. In the beginning, I wasn't part of a co-parenting relationship. I was with the person that I had a child with, but I had to go, you know, through that. I was in another relationship after that, and that was hard for me too. You know, I lost my brother in the midst of that. Obviously, this is my story, and like, you know, what happened in my life isn't what happens to everyone else. But I do know that I was going through a lot, because like I had an eating disorder. You know, like I still right now I'm struggling with like insomnia and like sleeping at night, and like with really intense anxiety, like, and that's like personal to me. But I wouldn't say that like my life sucks. And I wouldn't say like I'm not grateful for this, because I honestly am so grateful and fortunate to be able to have a child, and like to have the relationship with the people I have in my life where like they're also there for my kid, and I can depend on other people, and I was also able to lift myself out of that place, because it is hard.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult time in your life, but also I always say like you are reborn the moment your child is born. Like, the new version of you is way better than the version of you that would have not had a child. And that's what I think.
Yeah.
I think having a kid makes you a better person, and at least it should.
Yeah. I know, for me personally, having Callie really broke me out of my shell. And, I mean, because before her, and I'm talking about way before her, honestly, I was always super shy, super reserved, never spoke up for myself when I needed to, never put my foot down when I needed to. And, you know, as I got older and, you know, developed our, you know, got into our friend group, and, like, really found people who, like, meant a lot to me, and, like, were close to me, and, like, wanted me around, and I was, that definitely opened my shell. But then when I became a mom, like, it was, like, almost like a light switch turned on. Like, I was like I can be my own person, and like fuck whoever doesn't like me. Yeah. Like, because I always struggled with that. That was a big like insecurity of mine. Like, I really struggled with like the fact that like people maybe wouldn't like me at different parts of my life, like, or people that I would encounter. Like, I would always worry, and it would give me a lot of anxiety, like, am I a good person, and like, am I okay? Like, I don't know why, but it did. And I think that's why I was so shy growing up, because I was afraid that if I spoke, that people would think I was like weird. But now, you know, as a grown woman, as a mother now, I'm like, I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about, you know, try to bring good energy everywhere I go, and whoever doesn't like it, fuck you. No, because I'm gonna tell that same thing to Callie when she's grown up. Maybe she'll be shy one day like I was, or maybe she'll be super outgoing just like Keenan is, and she won't give a fuck in the first place, and congratulations, you won't have to just skip over the part that I went through. Yeah. but honestly, regardless, I'm still gonna tell her, like, be yourself and speak up for yourself. Don't let nobody give you shit. Put your foot down, because I wasn't able to do that, and I want you to do that. But because I want her to do that, I'm doing it. Yeah. It all ties back. Like, it all ties into each other, and I think that's a a beautiful thing because, you know, it's like we go through a lot as mothers and as people within that part of our life, you know, like you have a baby, but it's like your life keeps going. Things will still happen like outside of motherhood that you have to deal with too. Like you're still a person yourself. We talked about in the last episode how motherhood can be sometimes consuming, but we still have a life outside of this. Yeah. And so things are bound to happen. Of course, it's life. Everything happens. Like anything could happen to anybody at any given time. And I think, you know, it's about really pulling yourself through those struggles, like within your life and through motherhood as well. And I think it just really makes us really strong, and to have a really strong mindset through that all, like it just like it helps us grow, and it kind of like reminds us that we're able to get through these hard times because we've been here before. And yeah, I don't know. We, like I said before, we all know that we struggle in motherhood, and it's hard, and we all have our own stories, and we all are going through something. That's another thing. Like we're all going through something. Who's not? Yeah. And seriously, but I don't think a lot of us can sit back and say that it's hell. Yeah. You know, I think we can still sit back and be grateful for some things in our life and be happy for the things in our life and look at our children and just be filled with like light from them because they're our babies. We made them. Yeah. We want to teach them and help them grow into this world and be better versions of ourselves for them. And I think it's all just a very beautiful process, like even through the hard times. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, just always grateful. No, literally. Honestly, that's like the biggest thing. All the time. Like always just being grateful for the littlest things. Like, you know, like the dishes in the sink, the mess in the living room, you know, like literally. One day this won't be here and we are going to be so sad. So sad. I was out yesterday with Callie and I posted on my story a video of her playing in the mud because that's what we were doing. I let her play in the mud because you know why? The clothes can get washed because I have a washer and a dryer. Thank God. Literally, thank God. Like, I have more clothes in her drawers that I can change her. I can give her a bath afterwards because I have running water and a bathroom and a shower. I have all of that. So, yeah, I'm going to let her play in the mud and make a mess. Yeah. And I'm grateful that she can make a mess because I can clean it up. Yeah. You know, it's like just those little things. The simplest things. Simplest things because some people pray for these things. Yeah. Some people pray every day to become a mother. Some people are struggling to have children who can't have children. And, you know, I think that hits hard there too. Because imagine a woman trying for years to get pregnant and she sees that clip. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it could just really mess with you. Right. Because to that woman, all she wants is that. Literally. She wants that hell. Like she wants it. Exactly. She wants that hell. And I don't know. I'm so many things are running through my mind right now. I'm trying to pick one out, but because it's a lot. It's a lot to think about when like something like this is like brought to the surface and like so many people have so many different opinions. Because honestly, I think a topic of conversation like that and for those words to be said, it really affects people differently because everybody's story is so different. Everybody's life is so different. So of course, so many people are going to have so many different outside opinions. And yeah because like we said, it's the woman trying to get pregnant. It's the mother with 5 kids. It's the person who never wants to have kids. Everybody's going to be affected differently by a statement like that that was made. So, yeah. There are always going to be people who are going to have similar opinions. And that's just being really real. No, yeah. I think as grown-ups, we all can like agree with that. Yeah. Like there are people who are going to have very strong opinions about the decisions that you make in your life. Always. There will always be outside noise. Yeah. And I think that's when you kind of just have to look at yourself inward and not even like kind of almost block that out and be like, but that's not me. And even if you are going through your version of hell right now in motherhood, that's not forever. Right. And it doesn't have to be forever. That's the one thing that I feel like I see a lot of women feeling like they are stuck in that part of motherhood where they feel like, oh ew, Romeo. Bro, God, please. Are you farting? What? What was that?
I'm not farting.
I'm not either, so...
Who's farting?
I don't know.
It's not Rocket.
Is it a ghost?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ugh. Smells like poop.
My poop.
Goodness.
Poopy butt.
Poopy butt is right.
And you call me nasty butt.
Yeah, yes, nasty butt.
Nasty.
But you call me booby butt.
Booty butt?
He said booby butt.
Booty butt.
Booty butt.
Booty butt.
Alright, stop laughing before you poop on yourself.
Right? I'm scared.
I know. I forgot what I was even saying.
How there's always outside noise, how people will always have opinions.
Oh, yeah. People are always going to have opinions, regardless if you have children, if you don't have children, if you go to school, if you work full-time, if you're a full stay-at-home mom, if you're a working mom, regardless of what you choose, bro, somebody somewhere, someplace is definitely going to have a very strong opinion about that shit. And you just have to embrace your life and be like, bitch, I chose this shit and I stand on that shit.
Right.
This is my life, not yours.
Yep.
And that's just being real.
Yeah.
You can stand on that shit because at the end of the day, what they say and think has nothing to do with you. Unless you let it. That's the thing.
Right.
You can't let it. Because that's the thing,
I've been there, done that.
I was like, those people's words can have a real effect on you because your thoughts are just thoughts. Your beliefs are what you really live through. That is going to be your life. If you believe them, oh girl.
Yeah. Girl, you got some work to do.
Yeah,
yeah.
But a thought, I think we've all had thoughts before. Oh, what if I didn't have kids? Oh, what if I waited later to have children? What if I, didn't have as many kids? What would my life be before this? These are all thoughts. These are all questions. But in reality, you're always about to be like, well, no, I love my kid.
Right.
I love my life. I love what I do. I love the sacrifices I made. You know what I mean? The beliefs are what you got to stand on.
Yeah.
You have to build that strong foundation within yourself. And if that's not what you have, like you're saying, you definitely have some work to do. And we all have work to do. You know what I mean? That we all have our thing that kind of is our downfall. The thing that kind of gets in our way. And it's always kind of our own fault, not even our own fault, our own decision whether or not we choose to break through that barrier of getting better, whether that is going to therapy, confiding in other people. You have the choice to have a better life and not live in that quote unquote hell, but that's also your decision. And so it's also your decision to let people's opinions and thoughts impact you in a way where you start to feel that and you're it is no, girl. Right. It doesn't have to be. Mm-hmm. We talked about it before, with the working mom thing and doing a passion and chasing a dream and everything like that. You can do it.
Right. You have to literally allow yourself to. You have to fight for it even if you have to.
Yeah.
It might be hard, but you are capable.
Mm-hmm.
You are fully capable.
Yeah, and you're more than capable of getting past that point of being in the trenches of motherhood.
Right.
Because that is a hard time.
It is.
It's rough.
And it's we always say it's not forever. I hear a lot of moms say that though. A lot of moms with older kids, they always say it's not forever.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Romy. I've been seeing a lot recently of mothers with babies that are 4 months old. They're help, my baby won't sleep through the night. I'm
right.
Girl,
you got a long way to go, mama.
I was fortunate enough where Romeo started sleeping through the night at 6 months old. Callie, on the other hand, completely different baby.
Callie is 3 and she's just sleeping through the night.
Right.
But when I tell you, I am taking advantage. Oh,
as
Lord,
you should,
bro. Because, a lot of times, she'll go to sleep and I'll stay up to get some work done on my own because, I need that time alone. But sometimes she goes to sleep, I'm knocked out right next to her. Mm-hmm. I'm because you know what I know now? I know I'm about to get 10 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Because, last year, the year before that, that wasn't even a thought.
Yeah. Literally.
I don't even know how, thinking about the lack of sleep, I'm how was I even functioning?
Yeah.
Genuinely, I'm wait, this is crazy, but it feels good now that I'm past the point. But of course, yeah, I'm past the point of sleep, but now I'm in the tantrum zone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in that weird space where she understands things, but isn't okay with things not going her way.
Yeah.
And we fight. It's a battle. It's literally a battle always. And it's hard. It's hard, and it's really frustrating, like truly, like for me and Keena both, it's very frustrating. And I know one day, just like how we overcame the whole sleep thing, it's only a matter of time. I think back, I'm like, wait a minute, wow, 3 years have actually gone by since I had a child. And I remember when I was in the newborn phase. I remember when I was in the quote unquote terrible 2s, and now I'm at 3, and then there will be something at 4, and so on and so forth. Like it will just keep going. There's always going to be something, but I'm also going to overcome something else that we weren't able to get past before. Mm-hmm. It's a cycle, and just stay grateful in that. Like, oh my God, yay, I did it. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I was really able to do that. We were able to get through or get over these walls. Like, that's great. Mm-hmm. And you just have to maybe, like, always tell yourself, like, even if you have to, like, do it, like, on a daily basis, like, remind yourself, tell yourself, I can do this. I can do this. Because you can. Mm-hmm. You can. There's been so many times where I've been like, I don't know if I can do this. I need help. Like I don't know what to do. And I'm just, like, at my breaking points. But then I look back and I'm like, oh, that was 2 years ago. Yeah. Like, oh, wait, 2 years passed since I felt like I couldn't do it. Yeah. And here I am. And that goes for a lot of things, too. Not just in motherhood. Just life, too. Things happen and you think you can't get through it. But then all of a sudden you're sitting here 5 years later and you got through it.
That's just how life goes.
Literally. It just reminds me, like, thinking back to, like, so many years ago. Like, me in, like, high school, like, what are they going through, like, relationships and thinking, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Bitch, no, it's not. Calm down. Bro, it's not. Like, seriously, like, please get over yourself. Yeah. And I think I said it the last podcast, like, I've gone through it already and I can do it again. Yeah.
No, I'm definitely on that type time. Like, I'm always on that type time. For everything. Because, like, life is hard in general. Like, in general, it is difficult. But, like, don't you, like, love, like, I don't know, hanging out with your friends? Or, like, I don't know, if you go to the bar, if you like watching movies, if you like reading books. Like, don't you love those parts, though? Like, it's not supposed to be all great. That's not how it should be, at all. In any part of whatever you got going on in motherhood, if you're single, if you're in a relationship, it's not supposed to be great all the time. And, like, that might be a take that, like, some people might not agree with, but it's also like, if there isn't bad, then is there really good? Right. Like, there has to be that the thing that, almost like a seesaw type of thing. Like, it has to balance out. Like, sometimes it's really bad and sometimes it's really good,
but it's also like a choice you make. Yeah. Do you want it to be good? Because you can make it good if you really wanted to. Yeah. There will still be bad times, but, like, you can do things for yourself that will make you happy. Literally, like, you can pick yourself up and go do the things that you know deep down will make you happy and will make you feel good. So it's a choice too,
Yeah, and it's very difficult. Yeah. Like, anything new. That's the thing. Because I think for me personally, like, I kind of chose to be comfortable in, like, being miserable at one point in my life. Like, I, like, was so comfortable with, like, being the person that's like, oh, like, that shit's ass. Like, oh, like, that shit sucks. Like, always being, like, the negative person in the room. And I fucking hated it. Like, I genuinely hated it. And I was like, why am I like this? Until, like, a couple years ago, I literally started journaling. And I was, like, being real with myself about myself. And I was like, I don't like this version of me. Like, I don't like that I can be that person, but I also know I'm so capable of not being that person. Like, I wanted to be the person when, like, I walk into a room, like, you're about to laugh. Like, you're about to have a good time. Like, once Johnny's in the room, like, it's lit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it doesn't mean I can't go back. That's the thing, too. Like, it doesn't mean, like, I can't be like, oh, like, fuck this shit. I'm about to be miserable as fuck all the time. Because I definitely get glances of it at some points because I think I have, what's that called? PMDD. Yes.
Yeah, girl, this past week, I don't even know what happened this past week.
What is PMDD?
PMDD, it's premenstrual dysphoric disorder, and it's basically PMS on crack. And I think we all, I mean, like, me, you, and I, definitely a couple girls that I, like, talked to on social media about it have kind of, like, recently discovered that we've been experiencing this for a long time. Yeah. And I never knew what it was. And I'm like, wait, now everything's making sense. Like, why do I only have one good week out of the month? Like, what is that? What do you mean? And
So true.
no, literally, because that 1 week out the month, I'm like, I'm that bitch. Like,
No,
I'm like,
literally.
I'm
I'm
the
on top
baddest.
of all my shit.
Literally,
getting it done.
Energy's high. Like, I'm so productive. I'm like on routine. Like, I'm like really in it. But then that next week, it's like, all hell goes loose. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute. What's happening? Like, I started my period. When was it? 2-3 days ago. Mm-hmm. Before that, I just like would randomly start crying out of nowhere, like breaking down. I was feeling so overwhelmed this whole week, feeling so stressed. Like, thank God this week I didn't have an anxiety attack, because it's happened multiple times in the past though.
Yeah.
This week I was okay. This week I didn't suffer any of that, but the panic attacks, like, don't even get me started. Like, crazy.
Yeah.
And you kind of just feel like you turn into a different person. And it's really weird and crazy.
It's so, like, overwhelming, bro. Like, I stay at my parents' house. There have been days I've had to wake my dad up out of his sleep to hold my hand. Because of how bad I was having a fucking
Really?
bro. And I'm literally there like, I'm so sorry, I'm like literally crying, and he's like, it's okay.
Oh,
like,
but you're still his baby.
I know.
Please.
I know, it's so sweet. He's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, you have to be up so early. I just feel so bad. I'm literally about to cry right now.
Oh.
Like, I go through it so bad. Like, so fucking bad. Like, I try to distract myself. Like, I'll call a friend if I can. Mm-hmm. But it gets to the point where I'm like, I need my dad, or I need my mom.
Right, right.
And I'm 26. And I'm like, I just need someone to be there, like, tell me it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Because I be so in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to fucking pass out. Like, that's where it gets to the point, too. I'm like, I feel like I'm literally about to, like, drop to the ground. Like, it gets so bad for me sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
That 1 week, I'd be like, right now I'm in that week. I'm in that week, and I'm, like, dreading what comes after this. Because, like, for me, I'm always, like, oh my God, like, I'm stuck where I am.
Yeah.
This is all I'll ever be. Yeah. I'm never gonna be successful. Like, these are, like, things that I'm, like, in my head, like, telling myself, I'm like, I don't have enough time. Like, time is just passing by, and I'm still in the same place. Like, it's always, like, those things, and I'm like, oh my God, I suck. Like, I'm a horrible person. Like, and it's so overwhelming when, like, that's all you're hearing. Because it's like, who's gonna, like, someone help me?
Somebody come save me.
Help me out.
Wait, so question. Do the symptoms for you stop when your period starts?
Yes.
Okay, me too. Because I was like, that's crazy. It's literally like the week coming, or honestly, week to week and a half.
Week and a half.
Yeah. Leading up to my period, where all hell breaks loose and I'm going the fuck through it. But then my period starts, and then it just, like, diminishes, but I'm not fully back yet.
I still feel a little bit on edge.
Yes. On edge as fuck. But, like, not to the point where I was at, like, the last week. Mm-hmm. But then when my period stops, it's like there's birds chirping, and, like, there's rainbows, like, the wind's blowing my hair. Like, I'm so serious. Like,
I'm Beyonce.
No, literally, I'm like... No, because I look in the mirror, I'm like, why my body look like that? Literally, body's
right. Yeah.
And then it's in that week where I'm like, I feel really good, and I, like, want to do stuff for myself, and, like, really want to be on top of things. But then, like, it's just literally the cycle goes on and on and on, and, like, for years I couldn't explain what that was.
Yeah.
Literally, I didn't know what was going on. I was at one point put on anxiety meds. A couple years ago, and they just made me sleep a lot, and I didn't like that, because I felt like I was like, okay, so basically what the pill is doing is, like, putting me to sleep, so of course if I'm sleeping, I'm not going to have a fucking panic attack. Right. Hello, are these just, like, sleep meds, like, that are just, like, disguised as anxiety pills?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I didn't like it, and so it's weird though, because I really wish that, like, doctors, OBGYNs, like, knew maybe more about how to treat this, because apparently from my research, a lot of women go through this, and it happens for a long time, and I think it honestly happens, like, when you first get your period. Mm-hmm. I think that's what I saw, because now that I think about it, I got my period very early. I got my period when I was 10.
Damn.
Yeah. I was days before my 11th birthday. It was around that time, preteens-ish, that my anxiety started. Literally. I started really struggling a lot with anxiety and depression as well. And I got diagnosed with, officially diagnosed with anxiety and depression when I was 15. And I never received treatment after that. Kind of just raw dogged it the entire time, like literally. But then, you know, as I got older, I kind of started getting into like natural ways of treating it and doing some inner work too as I got older. And I don't know, you know, some days are of course still hard, but I feel like I'm at a point in my life now where I'm like, okay, like I'm grown and I know how to take care of myself. I know what makes me feel good. I know how to do things that make me feel better. And I feel like I don't really depend much on like trying to reach out for help anymore unless it's bad. Like unless it's like where I'm like, I really need somebody in this moment right now. But like, I feel like when I go through these things, like, because I'm also very used to going through them by myself. Because in my teenage years, like I was just so like to myself and really like fighting with myself, experiencing all these emotions by myself. I literally would not reach out for help, and I think that affected me. So now I'm like, okay, like I know I can do it, but I allow myself to like get help if I really need it, or like, you know, I don't know. I just think all in all, I know like what makes me feel good. So in those times where I'm like really going through it in that week, I'm like, okay, like let's try to like, maybe we're gonna take a hot shower, we're gonna like, working out, when I tell you, even though I don't like doing it during this week, working out has helped me, if I'm being so honest. Getting on like the treadmill and I'd like put it to like 10 incline, I just like fucking speed walk for like 30 minutes and I just like sweat it all out, and it feels good afterwards because it kind of distracts my mind. Stretching
like,
too.
Yeah, I would say also like chemically changes your mind.
Yes, it's doesn't it produce what's the chemical in our brains?
Two. It's like dopamine.
Dopamine, yes,
and
serotonin.
Yes. What's the other one?
I was about to say adrenaline, but like that's part of it, maybe. But yeah, just I guess figuring out things that like, you know, help you helps a lot. You know, stuff that you know makes you feel good in your body, makes you feel good in your mind. Yeah. But
I honestly didn't even know that PMDD was a thing until I was actually in this room when you looked it up, and you're like, I wonder what this is.
It was after the AC trip. Because I lost my marbles that night. Yeah. I had probably one of the worst panic attacks in a couple years. Yeah. Literally. Because I used to get them a lot a couple years ago. Like, I would say, like, 2019, 2020-ish is when it was really at its peak for me. After that, it slowed down. Like, I had stopped smoking. That was a trigger for me, to be honest. Smoking was a big trigger. And I had the worst panic attack that night. I couldn't even leave the hotel room. Like, it was horrible. And it was after that I was like, like, something is wrong with me. Yeah. Like, and then I think I had actually come across a TikTok that started explaining the symptoms and what it was, and that was my first time ever hearing about it. And then I did a lot of research after that because I was like fully invested. I was like, this all feels like me. Yeah. And then I told you about it. And then you were like, wait a minute. I
was like, is that what's wrong with me? Because bro. Yeah. Wait, what are you doing? Stop doing that. Like, it's so bad, bro. And I don't feel like myself at all. I'm like, what is going on?
Because that's why they literally call it dysphoric disorder. Yeah. Like, you are not in your right mind. It's insane.
It's so hard to explain that to someone who doesn't know what that feels like, too, though.
Yeah. No, right? Like I think I tried to explain it to Keenan. He doesn't
even know what anything is at all. Like, he doesn't know anything.
No, because
he's like,
now,
everything's great. What are you talking about?
Now, sometimes when I'm like really emotional and I'm like maybe crying over something, he goes, "Wait, is that thing happening?" That's what he says now. He literally goes,
"That thing?"
Yes, he says, "Is that thing happening?" I'm like, "Sir."
God, he's such a bot.
No.
Such a bot. The fuck?
Literally what he says to me.
Wait, you want to sit up here?
You don't want to sit on the floor anymore? Okay. Right there? Okay. That's comfy.
It's probably just focusing right on his head.
Wait, Rome,
you want to sit back here?
Yeah, you want to sit between us?
Okay. Please don't fart.
Please.
I don't want it.
He said I
Oh,
won't.
I just.
Or was that the bed?
Are you just farting?
No, that was the bed.
Are you sure?
No, that was the bed.
Okay. You want to say hi?
Hi.
You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Mommy-o.
How old are you?
Hi.
4.
Far.
Do you want to say something else about yourself?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
I like myself.
Period.
Aw, I love that.
I like you too.
Love myself.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Time.
Mm-hmm.
And I love myself because I love my mom.
Please.
That's so
I'm
sweet.
gonna cry for you.
That's so nice.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Johnny.
Okay.
Oh.
Thanks, Rom. I love you too.
Now you guys talk for me.
He said that's all.
That was enough.
So mommy, I'm gonna play my game and then you guys talk for a minute and I'm playing, okay?
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
So do you want to watch me when I'm playing my game?
Romeo, you said we're talking. You played the game.
I'll watch you after we're done, okay?
We'll look over every once in a while, but cool. Wait, close your legs.
No, babe.
No. It's just a boy.
Already man-spreading.
Wait, watch the mic. Well, that was cute.
That brought the waterworks.
I was gonna say, we almost didn't cry this time. Forgot.
That
There
was
you go.
like on topic too.
I know. Like fuck.
That was so nice.
I know. I guess I'm doing something right.
Cause you are. You are.
As we all are.
No, yes.
Like,
Like-
I'm telling you, this age, so fun.
I can't wait.
So fun. Like, again, going back to like what we said before, like that beginning stage, girl, everyone's like, you're gonna miss this. I'm like, no, please do the next thing. Like, I wanted the next thing so bad, and I had the next thing, and I'm like, oh, I want this forever.
Oh.
Like, it's just the sweetest thing ever, and I think about, like, the teenage years when he's like, oh, mom, like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, no, don't be that person. I also,
Right.
like, I work on our relationship now where I'm like, I want to be his best friend. He tells everyone I'm his best friend. And I'm like,
Right.
you're freaking right.
I can totally see you both being besties when he's like 16. Or,
I
when
feel
he's
like the
18,
mom
like-
and, like, son duo
right.
is always just, like, the power duo, honestly. Like, they're just, like, the best thing ever. I don't want to be the mom that's, like, super...
obsessed.
Yeah, like, because that's a thing, too.
Weird.
I hate that shit. Like,
Sorry,
I
that's
really
fucking
do.
Weird.
Like, I'm sorry, my son's gonna be allowed to date. Like,
Yeah, like,
Like-
I'm gonna be a nice mother-in-law one day. Thanks.
I do not, like, I just refuse to be, I've never had to experience that,
Right.
but I know other people who did.
Yeah.
Or, like, other people who dated men that were like that, like, whose moms were, like, super insane. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, I'm sorry, that's really what it is. I refuse to be that, because at the end of the day, like, this is also a human being. Like, yes, I birthed him, but also it's like...
He gets to have his own
You have your
life.
own life.
Yeah.
You make your own decisions. Obviously, we're here to build up the foundation
you.
for, like, making good decisions, or at least being able to learn from your decisions
Right.
and everything that you do. I let him be himself.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, and he always let me sleep on the floor.
Always what?
I was sleeping on the floor.
You were not sleeping on the floor.
Yes, I was.
You were playing a game. I saw
You
you
were-
the whole time.
You were laying down. You were chilling
Yeah.
with your blanket and your pillow.
right.
Yeah.
And pizza? Like, it's not like you
Right.
was down there.
Right.
What
You had-
if
you
you
had
was at home, kinda on a very well. Like, no, man.
No.
He's comfy.
Right.
I have everything I want.
Oh.
Right?
Period.
Yeah, you do. You're right. You have everything you want.
No.
Yeah.
Well, my birthday's September 22nd.
Your birthday is September 22nd.
Are you thinking about the presents that you want?
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured. He said, you
have-
know what? Now, if we're talking about what I want,
Right.
No,
He's like,
I'm gonna get some more presents.
I don't know where your mom is going to put all these toys.
Down the basement. My presents go down the basement.
True.
they definitely do, because when...
Because,
because he'll
because,
get... No. What are you trying to say?
because there's no space for the toys in my room because I have a lot of toys.
Mm-hmm.
So
True.
because all the toys I can't get is to save it for later. I'm gonna open tomorrow and play with them tomorrow. That is true, right?
Romy, you're so right.
You're
yeah.
very right. We just
Yeah.
kind of wait until you're tired of a toy to open up a new one.
That means, you know what that means? That means you have endless toys all the time.
Right. You always have something new coming in.
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be so excited too. Love that for you.
When does your birthday come?
My birthday is on October 12th.
My birthday's September 22nd.
Yeah, they're close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yours is closer and mine is closer.
Yeah. Yeah, they're close together.
Yeah, that's like the same line.
Yeah,
same
they
line?
are on the same line, yeah. You're right.
Romeo is a Virgo. Romeo,
Yeah.
watch your foot, please. He's a last day Virgo season, Libra cusp.
I enter Libra.
So, can you
Enter
get
the
the blanket
Libra.
off the floor because I want it?
You want the what?
The blanket on the floor.
Oh, you want the blankets?
Yeah, just on the floor.
So I definitely get both sides of it. I get the Virgo, but I also get the sweet Libra.
Yeah. Yeah, people always tell me, but every time I'm like, yeah, I'm a Libra. They're like, oh, that makes so much sense. I'm like, what do you mean? I feel like you scream Leo.
Yes.
You look like a Leo. Like, you literally look like a Leo.
But it's crazy because I have a
Wait,
Taurus.
that's my friend from school.
Oh, you have
Oh.
a friend named Leo?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. But I have a Taurus moon.
Mm.
So it's very different. But I have a Sag rising. I have 2 fire signs in my top 3. Or my big 3. So
Interestingly, I'm a Gemini moon. So,
Interesting.
yeah. I don't know.
Wait,
I don't know. I think I just
Romeo.
have different sides to me.
Romeo always wants to sing. Yeah.
Are you a singer like your mommy?
Yeah.
Does your mommy sing really well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also make noises in my house.
I bet you do.
I made a long song.
What?
Get it together!
Please! What is it with babies and farting on here? Please.
Bro, Callie, like, ugh. I think they just don't, they just let loose. Like,
Bro,
just, oh
Please.
my god.
it stinks so bad.
It stinks so bad. It stinks so bad.
Romeo, what are you eating, boy? Oh my god!
Ew, stop moving the blanket around and squishing it around. Like, ew.
It's probably trapped in there.
Ew, bro, it's literally escaping. Stop. Ew, it just keeps happening.
Oh my god, Romeo.
It stinks. Do you have to poop?
Do
You have to poop?
No.
It smells like poop is coming.
Are you done? Don't push it out here.
Bro, I gotta poop on the bed.
Please. What?
Okay, we need you to be quiet so we can finish this.
Right.
Because you got school tomorrow. There was a part of what she said that we actually didn't talk about at all, and she talked about how her mom had 4 kids and decided to have her. And it's like, well, girl, if your mom never had you, you would never have the life that you live and you know, have the ability to form opinions like this and the ability to make friends that you're talking about and the ability to be touring all over the world and
Right, be
like,
the person who you are,
Yeah.
that you are, like
everyone knows who you are.
right.
So I think, kind of going back to what we said before about the gratitude thing, it's like, well, we all have a woman in our life who decided to make these sacrifices and decided to go through this quote-unquote hell for us, and shouldn't we all just be super thankful for her? Like,
Right, instead of being like, why would she do that?
yeah, it's like, but now I have a life that I get to live and make my own decisions and be successful and have children if I want to have children, don't have children if I don't want to have children, like, date whoever, like,
Literally.
eat the food that I love, listen to the music that I fucking enjoy, like,
Bro,
you know?
you being a human on this planet is like 1 in a million.
You do listen to music.
Yeah, it's like, it's literally 1 in a million. Like,
Yeah.
it could have been anybody else.
It could have been
But
anyone.
you are here with your own soul, your own brain, your own body that works, and your own ability to do literally anything that you want to do. And you have a good life at that. So don't question it.
Right.
Be grateful. Be thankful.
Exactly. We all just need to say thank you to all the mothers out there.
No, truly.
Like, thank you for choosing not only your life, but someone else's, other people beside the one. You know what I mean? Like, thank you for making that decision, because you're adding to the world in ways that you don't even fully understand until, like, you experience them. As you guys are seeing, like, firsthand with, like, my freaking 4-year-old who's like, I love myself because my mommy loves herself. Like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think moms are the shit, honestly.
I think moms are the shit, too. Yeah. Like, we are those girls. Like,
honestly.
Yeah.
And you can be a hot girl.
Right. We're literally...
and you can be happy.
We're 2 hot MILFs.
Exactly.
Sitting here doing a podcast about all of this. So
exactly.
This is just proof in itself.
Yeah. And you watching.
Right.
Or listening.
You're that girl, too.
Mm-hmm. You're kind of burning that. What is that?
Why is it black?
I think it's an eggplant.
Oh, it looked black from over here.
Just because you're a mother, we said it before, doesn't mean you can't be everything, including happy.
Yeah.
Because I think the idea of happiness is different for every single person. And you, again, kind of can make that decision for yourself, whether or not you want to be happy or not. Because at the end of the day, like, everyone has their shit that they've gone through that kind of creates the person that needs to, like, find it for themselves, and that journey in itself is very, very, very difficult to find happiness.
Yeah.
And finding what that means for you. And so that might be something that you find in motherhood, and it might not be. Also, because you're a mom, like, doesn't mean that you can't do that. Again, your decision.
Literally, you can still do anything you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly. So, I don't know. Do we have anything else to say about Chappell? Or, like, is this...
I'm trying to remember everything that she said.
Right.
Chappell.
Well, I think that...
You're like, well, I guess that's it.
Shout out to Call Her Daddy. Shout out to Chappell Roan.
Yes, shout out to Alex Cooper. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, all of it.
Yeah, like, you know, the moms, like, standing up for themselves.
Yes, like, shout out to you guys, too, in the comments, like, defending yourselves and defending mothers. And shout out to the people who are on Chappell's side, maybe, even. Like, seriously, like... It's like we said, everybody has their own opinions, and this is just a weird, controversial topic that really sparked a lot of heat within social media. And, you know, I'm happy that we got to sit here and talk about it and talk our minds and speak our own opinions and see both sides for what they were, like, honestly. And I think that's really important, because I feel like when you have an open mind, you're able to see every side. You're like, people with, like, closed minds, like, it's just one way of thinking.
It's one-sided. It's literally 2D. It's never 3D.
Never. Like, I'm such a person to be, like, so empathetic for, like, so many different sides of, or perspectives, opinions. Like, I will try to see the best in it all. I will try to hear it out. I will try to look at it from a different way. Like, that's just how I've always been. And so, you know, something like this, like, yeah, I'm gonna shout out everybody, because everybody's able to speak their minds if they want to.
Yeah.
So,
like,
yeah.
You have that right.
Yeah.
But, you know, shout out to all the moms, because...
No, for sure.
You got this shit. Like, you don't have to hear
Don't-
someone's opinion and
Right.
be like, oh, it is awful. Like, no, girl.
Don't let the outside noise distract you. Don't get caught up in it, because you are still able to live a happy, healthy life with your child and
Or children.
Honestly, you can be fully happy with your children and, you know, want to be a mother.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to do that. Don't let anybody else tell you different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Good shit.
Right.
I think we did great.
Again, shout out to Olipop. I actually didn't even finish mine yet.
I have, like,
time I
this
did.
much left.
I'm gonna drink more.
Mm-hmm.
You want to sit up? No, you can't have none of this.
Oh, my drink.
Where's your drink? And shout out to, what is this drink? Grow Too Good.
Yes.
Or Good to Grow. I can't fucking...
No,
My fault.
it's
I agree with you.
apple.
My fault.
Apple juice.
With Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Superman. I know we said in the beginning, but be sure to subscribe and follow us at A Young MILF Podcast on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Lemonade. I don't know where else.
All platforms,
yes,
pretty much.
all podcast streaming platforms.
Yes.
You don't have to subscribe on all of them, but that'd be nice, you know.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Yes, you can find us everywhere at A Young MILF Podcast.
Yes.
Look it up. And write something nice, please.
Right. Like, leave a comment. Talk to us. We love to talk to you guys always.
Share your opinion on this.
Right.
How
Tell
do
us
you
what
feel?
you think. Seriously.
It's not all about us. We're just two moms.
We're just here to
Two
talk
bad
about it.
bitches. Two bad bitches. Two bad bitches.
Hey.
Two bad bitches ain't friends. But I don't know the song, but something like that.
He's vibing too.
Yeah. Say gang gang.
Yeah.
Gang gang.
Gang, gang, gang,
Yeah.
gang, and the gang, gang, gang.
Oh. Why was that hard?
Yeah.
He's like, gang, 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 gang.
Gang, gang,
You can follow our individual platforms as well.
You. He just kissed my finger.
Oh. Let me say it again.
Yeah.
You can follow us individually on all platforms as well. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Rachel Anastacia.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Janni and Rach.
And you can follow me at Instagram Romeo.
On Instagram, he does have an Instagram.
He does.
I made him one when he was a baby. I don't really post it that often, but his Instagram is at r.a.aw raw. Those are his initials. That's why.
I think that's so cool too.
Yeah.
That's his initials.
Yeah.
I know that.
And my TikTok is at your fave hot milf.
Yes.
I started spamming. I don't care anymore.
And with this new episode drop, you might see a little update to our profile.
Yes,
Sure.
we just took some freaking pictures with MBK. Please insert them. I'm talking to you because I'm the one editing this shit. Insert the pics. Oh, we look so good.
Bro,
Tell me we don't look good.
it's been a year since we took our last photos at Cheesecake Factory, and those were also fire. Can I just say, I actually loved how that came out. But these ones, bitch, you're not ready.
I'm
You're
so
not ready.
excited.
Yeah.
New pic. I'm
Right?
so
A
hyped.
new pic for the platforms. Like, oh my gosh. Just like a little, like, what is it? Rebrand.
Little upgrade.
Little rebrand. Like, nothing wrong with that. Honestly, I think with the track we're going on, we should do one every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because I
so.
know we had one, the first one that we did.
Yeah.
For a while. And then I remember it got to the point where we were like, we don't even look like that
No, I
anymore.
was like, my hair was this short, and I was like...
I was like 6 months postpartum. Who the fuck? I don't even know who that was. But yeah, definitely maybe expect it every year. It gives you something you look forward to. Like, we gotta see some new pics of these hot milfs.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening and watching.
Yes, you're so appreciated. Keep doing what you do, being the bad bitch that you are, being the good mother that you are.
Yes, and just know you're so loved.
So
Always,
loved.
You're so appreciated. I think that's a wrap.
Yes. Bye, guys. We love you.
We love you guys so much.
Baby girl.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Mwah.
Mwah, mwah. Bye-bye.
Johnny! Splash! I get some water on you.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
For bye.
For bye.
For bye.
For bye. But.
Why is everyone a butt? He always says that. It's 11:11 on the dot.
Hi, and we just ended.
Everybody, are you done?
We are done.